Welcome to the City of Aurora Customer Portal. The portal was developed in collaboration with city staff and input from the local community. Using the customer portal to apply for your city permit, license, or inspection gives you the power and freedom to apply at your convenience in a timeline that works for your business needs. Once you have completed the application process, it will be addressed within each city department as soon as possible. The customer portal also serves as your communication portal when you have questions or additional information is needed to complete your application. Regardless of whether your permitting, licensing, inspection, or registration needs are large or small, the customer portal has you covered. The customer portal is available to companies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to submit a new application or renew your current application. If you are a new arborist in the city of Aurora, or you are an existing company that will need to renew your application, this video is for you. Let's take a look at how you can easily create and submit an application using the City of Aurora Customer Portal. To access the customer portal, type https://buildaurora.org into your browser. If you are a brand new company and this is the first time you are applying for a license with the city, you will need to register for an account. If you have applied for a license in the past but have not yet been to the customer portal, you will also need to register for an account. Also, if you have previously applied with the city, you may be able to access historical applications for your company after registration. So let's get you registered. First, click Register for an Account here. Please read the general disclaimer. Check the box and click Continue Registration. Here you will need to complete all the fields with a red asterisk. Under Contact Information, click Add New and choose between individual or organization. If you are registering for your company, choose Organization and click Continue. Again, complete all fields with red asterisks. You can also add an additional contact address by clicking here. Complete all required fields and click Continue. Back at the registration page, click Continue Registration. This completes your registration. Historical records may be available for your company. To view those records, click My Records. Also, throughout the application process, you can choose to save and resume your application later. When you do this, your application will be here under My Records for you to resume. To apply for a new arborist license, select License here. Click on Apply for License. From the Contractor drop-down list, choose the license you are applying for and click Continue Application. Here, you will need to complete the contact information for arborist applicant and arborist company. To use the information you entered at registration, click on Select from Account. To add new contact information, select Add New. Let's select from account to use the information you entered at registration. Next, select Add Contact Address. Choose the address type. Complete the address for the contact and click Save and Close. Here you will see that your information from registration has populated. If any of the information needs to be changed, click the Edit button here. Repeat these steps for the arborist company as well. The Arborist company information will populate here. If any of the information needs to be changed, click the Edit button here and make your changes. Click Continue Application when you are happy with your application contact information. If you don't have the information you need, you can always click Save and Resume Later. When you choose the Save and Resume Later option, your application will be available in the My Records section of the portal. Click Continue Application. On this screen, you will need to complete all fields with red asterisks. Again, if you aren't able to complete the custom fields, you can choose to save and resume later. If you need additional information regarding certain fields, you can click the question mark button here. Once you have completed the custom fields, click Continue Application. At the top of the screen is the list of documents that will need to be uploaded. Check the box for each document you will be uploading. To begin the document upload, click Add. Click Add again and select your document from the computer's File Explorer and click Open. Continue to click Add for each document until you have all the required documents. Once all the documents are uploaded, click Continue. Here you will see that all of the documents are now uploaded. For each document, you will need to select from the type list and choose the document type. Repeat this process for each document. You can add a description for the document in the box below. Once complete, click Save. Here, you will see all of your uploaded documents. Select Continue Application. This brings us to the Review page. Here, you can review your contact information, custom fields, and attachments. You can edit any field by selecting the Edit button here. If you're satisfied with all of your Arborist license application information, read the certification pane, check the box, and click Continue Application. This will bring you to the Fees page. To pay your fees, select Checkout. Then, click Checkout again. Here, choose whether you want to pay with a credit card or bank transfer. Click Submit Payment. This will take you to Paymentus, a third-party payment processor. Follow the instructions on the Paymentus site to pay your fees. Once you have made your payment with either a credit card or bank transfer, you will receive your record ID number. This completes our Arborist license application. To add additional documents to an application already submitted in the customer portal, log into your account and select My Records. Find your record under either license or association depending on your application type. Find and click on the record link here. Choose the Record Info tab and select Attach a Document. Here you can see your previous attachments and the Add button. Click Add. Locate the document on your computer, select it, and click Open. Click the Continue button to confirm. Add a description as needed and save. Notice the success message at the top. You may now close the record. When it is time to renew your Arborist license, you will receive an email 30 days prior to the date your license will expire. You can click the link provided in the email or log back in to the customer portal. Once in the customer portal, you can see that the status is pending and the action required is Renew Application. Simply click on the link to begin the renewal process. Here, you will see all your contact information. Click Edit to change or update, then click Continue Application. In the custom fields, you can change or update any of the fields. For example, you may need to change the expiration date of your general liability insurance. If you do not have all the information that you need, you can click Save and resume later. Once you have made all the needed changes, click Continue Application. Here, you can upload all the new documentation you will need to renew your application by clicking Add. Check that each document is the most current and up-to-date document. Once you have uploaded all of your new documents, click Continue Application. This will bring you to the Fees page. To pay your fees, select Checkout. Then, click Checkout again. Here, choose whether you want to pay with a credit card or bank transfer. Click Submit Payment. You will be directed to Paymentus to make the payment. Once you have made your payment with either a credit card or bank transfer, you will see that you have received a new record ID. This completes your renewal process. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you for taking the time to learn how to utilize the City of Aurora Customer Portal. We hope the portal will make the process of applying for and renewing your application simple and easy. If you have any problems submitting your application or something needs to be changed on your application, please reach out to your City of Aurora Forestry Administrator for assistance.